Hello and welcome to Talking with Tapolci. I'm your host, Jason Tapolci. In past episodes, we've been talking in depth about the scaling up cycle, which is your growth, delivery, and support phase of any business, and more specifically, how do you move the choke point from one phase to the next phase. And in those episodes, we invited down key members of our team, and one of them was Natalie DeCario, who's our marketing manager. And she spoke about how to spin the growth phase, right? And that all started with the foundation, which is strategy, right? And the strategy is the most important part of any business. And one piece of that strategy is the brand promises. And to me, that's one of the most important pieces of any strategy. And that's what you're promising your consumers that you're going to provide to them in your product. And at VoIP Innovations, we have a our brand promises are providing choice, automation, and control to save our customers time. And back in the early days of my career, I always found this difficult. I didn't see the value of taking some words, putting them on paper, and saying, this is what we promise. How does that get implemented into a product set, or even better yet, into the consumer's mind? Them saying, oh, gee, I want to save time because I can do this stuff over here. So what I found out over the years was it's really important to have that. It's one of the most important things. And as I said, ours is choice, automation, and control to save our customers time. And so today I just wanted to talk briefly about how we take these words and we embed them into our product set. And I have a few examples that I'm just going to share with you and give you some idea of how we at VoIP Innovations take a product, think about it, come up with a product, develop it, and then implement it. And all that being wrapped around our brand promises. So the first example is our DID Wizard and Personal Inventory. This was released on Monday. And essentially the personal inventory is, we built a nice inventory system, okay? It's for all non-active DIDs. So if you're a customer of ours and you have active DIDs, you'll have that list, and you'll have your inventory DIDs. And as part of that inventory, that non-active DID, you can store your own DIDs in there, okay? And we also allow our customers, resellers, to set inventory rules, what we call inventory rules. And inventory rules are, you can pick a rate center, and you can pick a quantity. You can say, in the Pittsburgh rate center, I don't want to have any less than 10 DIDs in there. And if I do get less than 10 DIDs in there, I want the system to do one of two things. The first one is just to go ahead and stock it and fill it. And the second one is to reserve and notify. So it would reserve a DID. So if I had 10 in there and it went down to 8, it would say, send me an email and say, Jason, you have 8 DIDs in the Pittsburgh rate center. We've reserved 2 of them, and we would like you to tell us that you want to order them. And it comes in an email, and we click a button, and it stocks our inventory. Or like I said, you can have it do it automatically. Now this gives you control and automation. So in that feature right there, we've provided control, okay, which is allowing our customers to control the inventory rules, and the automation to go out and stock their inventory when it gets low. And that saves customers time, as you can see, because they don't have to go do that themselves. The other part of this feature was our DID Wizard. And essentially, our DID Wizard was a very smooth way, streamlined way of ordering DIDs, configuring DIDs, and implementing them into an active state. And so the DID Wizard, it provides choice and control, because we give our customers the choice of what DID to purchase, or what carrier to purchase the DID from. We also give them the choice of what features do you want on that DID. And then obviously the control to make it active or inactive. And this is all built to save our customers time. The third one was the third most recent product release we've had, which is being released today, is our SMS product. And we call it our SMS forwarding product. There's your general SMS, right? You can send a text message to and from. And we have numbers that are enabled right now to do that. But we came up with a more creative way of implementing an SMS solution into our platform, we've actually said you can implement SMS, you can enable SMS on a number, but you can also forward that number or forward that message to any number or email address that you want. So for example, when I'm at the trade show, I give out my cell phone number and so someone can text me, right? But it's my personal cell phone number. Now with this service that we have, I can give them my work phone number, which is a landline, okay, here at the office. It's a VoIP line. And when someone sends me a text message to that phone, I can have that forward to my inbox, my email inbox, and I can reply back to that, and it'll send it back in text message format. And this gives the end user a bunch of control and automation. And then finally, we have our branded end user portal. The branded end user portal is something that we've had for a couple years now, and I would say it's our best kept secret, although we don't want it to be a kept secret. And the branded end user portal it's an end user portal for our reseller. So our reseller's customer, they would get a login credentials from the reseller, and when they go to log in, the end user portal is branded as the reseller's colors and logos and all that. So it looks just like the reseller. And so the reason we did that was because we wanted to empower our resellers' end users to be able to manage their own telecommunications, right? They need to update their 911. Well, they can log into this branded end user portal and they can update their own 911. They want to change their caller ID, same thing. And that gives the end user a ton of choice. We also call it control as well, because the reseller has the control to not let somebody log into the brandable end user portal. But they also have the ability to say, I don't want them to be able to order anything, or I want them to be able to order things, but I have to approve it, or I really trust this guy. He can order as much as he wants, as many times as he wants. And so we've provided that automation to the reseller, but also the control aspect. And so as you can see, these four illustrations, they all boil back to time. How to save the customer's time. If we didn't have that differentiator of time, we would be competing on price solely. And when you compete on price, prices go down, margins get thin, and it becomes what I call a commodity. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about these brand promises and some more of the strategic foundation items, you can definitely check out my ebook that I have coming out the first week in February, and it's going to be talking about how to build an industry-dominating strategy. And it's very interesting, and I highly recommend taking a look at it. So thanks for watching today. My name's Jason, and this is Talking with Tapolci.